Disney movies are so magical and wonderful, aren't they? Yeah, well forget all that because I'm going to tell you guys about some of their origin stories, and they aren't filled with happily ever afters. R.I.P. childhood. Hey YouTube, I'm Court McGinley and welcome back to the most amazing top 5. Before we get started, I want to know, what is your favorite Disney movie and why? Let me know your answers down in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and like this video so we can keep bringing you awesome top 5 lists. Alright, let's get started on our list of the top 5 real stories behind Disney movies. Coming in at our number 5 spot, Cinderella. Oh, the perfect fairy tale where the beautiful girl who is mistreated by her family finds her Prince Charming and lives happily ever after. At least that's the version we all know. But it turns out the origin story is much darker. So when the prince comes to find his princess, we know that he takes her shoe with him so he can try it on all of the maidens until he finds his true love, Cinderella. I guess back in those days no one girl had the same foot size. And apparently the prince has a horrible memory because he can't even remember what his true love looks like. But I guess the whole slipper thing is supposed to be romantic, so moving on. Turns out the origin story isn't so romantic. In this story, when the prince arrives to Cinderella's stepmom's house, her 2 daughters cut off their toes and heels in order to fit into the shoe. However, this plan doesn't work and the prince finds Cinderella. And to make matters worse, during Cinderella's wedding, some pigeons go and peck out the evil stepsister's eyes. Yeah, it's just one big bloodbath. But I mean, things work out for Cinderella, so that's good. In at number 4, The Little Mermaid. I don't know about you guys, but this is one of my favorite Disney films. The story we are all familiar with goes a little something like this. Ariel is the daughter of the king of the sea. She falls in love with a human and will do whatever it takes to be with him, so she goes to visit a sea witch named Ursula and exchanges her voice for a pair of legs. She and the prince fall in love, kill the witch, and live happily ever after. Yeah, well in the darker version, things aren't so happy-go-lucky. Turns out in the agreement between Ariel and Ursula, Ariel should have read the fine print, because if she did, she'd see that it was noted that her new legs would hurt all of the time, and it would feel as though she was walking on knives. And you know, pain and seduction, they don't really go hand in hand. So Eric ends up marrying someone else, and Ariel throws herself into the ocean where she dissolves into sea foam. Yeah, love makes you do some crazy things. At number 3, Pinocchio. In the version we know and love, Pinocchio was brought to life by his carpenter father who always wanted a son, so he makes one out of wood. One day on his way to school, Pinocchio puts his father's life in danger, and he makes some friends with not so nice characters. But in the end, he's a real boy. Well, it turns out in the origin story, Pinocchio isn't a very nice boy. Ever since he's brought to life, he's been a brat. He steals, he talks back, and even his own father becomes sick of him. He never even gets the chance to become a real boy because one day the cat and the fox become bored of being around him, and they decide to hang him from a willow tree and watch him die a slow, painful death. And then they sit back and laugh as his lifeless body swings in the wind. Which, if he's made of wood still, I'm not sure how that would kill him, but I didn't write the story and apparently it did. Still, it's pretty gruesome. Coming in at our number 2 spot, Hercules, another amazing Disney film. From what we've seen, Hercules is the son of Zeus. Battles many monsters, he saves Meg from Hades, and becomes a true hero. Well, it turns out in his origin story, he wasn't so chivalrous. He was actually a dick. In the origin story, Meg was the daughter of a king, and Hercules took her in marriage by force. He raped her, had 2 kids with her, and then one day Hera, Hercules' mother, killed Meg and his 2 kids. This drove Hercules mad, and he was tormented by guilt. He still went on to complete the 12 tasks like he did in the Disney film, but he did so with disregard for his own life and extreme violence. And in at number 1, Sleeping Beauty, another beautiful classic. We have a princess who pricks her finger and falls into an eternal sleep, only to be awoken with a kiss from her prince. Yeah, apparently the origin story isn't so cute. In this version, Aurora is raped by the prince, who, by the way, is already married. He then leaves her and she is awoken by giving birth to her twins, which he impregnated her with. Aurora then brings the infants to the castle where the prince's wife tries to kill them. Yeah, Maleficent's got nothing on her. Well, there you have it, that's a list of the top 5 stories behind Disney movies. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.